Greetings, geeks and nerds. I'm Lady Universe and White and Nerdy, and it's time for another Lady Universe Top 10. And I know that I usually say that I'd like to do one of these a month, but lately I've just been on the Disney vibe, and I just really want to talk about Disney. And thank to Twitter for helping me on this. Where recently a bunch of people were tweeting about their favorite Disney villains and everything, and I'm like, I should do a list of my top 10 favorite Disney villains, and that's what I'm doing here. But a few disclaimers. Not only that this is just my picks and this is just my list and everything. Some of the picks of Disney villains that I really do like, I can't put into this video because I don't own it. So, for example, my number one pick actually is Maleficent from Sleeping Beauty, but since I do not own it on DVD, I had to pick someone else. But I think I made a good choice for top number one Disney villain, though, which may surprise you. But just know that my number one pick is actually Maleficent, for very good reasons. It's that her performance, basically, the fact that she just had to pick on a child of all things, number two, and also that deep, demanding, and commanding voice that she had just makes the villain work even more. But this is also just my pick. And also just to let parents know if they want their kid to watch this with their kids or if their kids are watching this with them, I will do my best not to use very harsh curse words in this. Um, I promise that I won't. Or I will try not to use coarse or foul language as much. So if you want your kids to enjoy this as well, then here you go. I'm not. I'm just saying that I will try. I'm not saying that I will completely go through this without swearing. Although there had been a few videos I went through with only using like one or two curse words. So yeah. So Disney has been making magic for over 100 years now. So let's take a look back at the past at the ones that I really do enjoy. So let's take a look at my top 10 favorite Disney villains from this year. And if anybody, or basically my top 10 favorite Disney villains, not of this year, my bad. So just remember that this is just my pick and my opinion. So if you guys are upset that I didn't pick one of your favorites, that's the reason why. Or I don't own it, even though I want to put these villains on this list. And if you guys are wondering if I would do a top 10 favorite Disney movies list, yes, but I'd have to improve on this back here. This had to be bigger with my Disney collection because I don't have much for a Disney collection at the moment. So, just letting you guys know that ahead of time. But let's get this out of the way. Let's go down into the briny deep and let's enjoy some time with the villains. This is the Legend of Top 10 favorite Disney villains. So, let's go to the side of evil and see who I enjoy the most. So, drop yourselves in for Disney because this is the top 10 Disney. Top 10 Lazy Universe Top 10 Favorite Disney Villains. Jesus Christ, I couldn't talk. I had white lead in my mouth. Let's begin, shall we? Number 10. At number 10, Taka from Disney's Moana, who really deserves the number 10 spot. At the beginning of Moana, we get to learn the story behind Te Fiti, the island, the monsters, and the whole entire world of Hawaii. And then we later on learn about Taka, a demon of earth, fire, and destruction that was brought upon humanity after Maui stole the heart of Te Fiti. But why did this all of a sudden happen? Well, as we learn from Maui, he was once normal but got his powers from the gods. But he stole the heart of Te Fiti for the humans so the humans would appreciate him. So Taka is basically Te Fiti if you take out her heart. And also I love the design of it. It really feels something like supernatural, but something that also feels right for Disney to create. So just be careful if you ever take a vacation to Hawaii and you end up fighting a giant lava monster. Do yourself a favor and leave the heart alone. Also, I know this is a Disney villains list, but can we take a few minutes to really appreciate Te Fiti in this? Cause goddamn it, that design gorgeous. So, yeah, unfortunately, Takara might be a heartless bitch, but we have to remember what her side effects are, and I still love Takara to this day. Very worthy Disney villain. Number 9. Captain Hook from Peter Pan.
Peter Pan. I can only find his hideout. I trap him in his lair. But where is it? Mayor Maitland.
Captain Hook had been Disney's longest time and also well-remembered villains, and for good reason. The voice, the character design, everything about him is perfect. And also, he's quite the captivating person for wanting to go after a child of all things. He goes after a child for no reason. But I think what really sells Captain Hook for going over the top was the great voice actor who not only worked in animation for Disney, but as well as radio, and it goes to show. He has such great vocal range, such charm and charisma, and it really goes to show, especially in his work with Captain Hook, who is one of the greatest of Disney villains, and for good reason.
Tinker and bring her to me. Understand?
Not only that, he captured children to make them work for his pirate crew. Child slave labor. Oh, you want worse? How about the fact that he killed one of his henchmen just because he was singing a sea shanty? Say what you want about the old codfish, but I have to say I still love Captain Hook, and with good reasons, as he is one of my all-time favorite Disney villains, and with those good reasons I said earlier.
Mr. Starkey. Who's next? You're next, Hook. This time you've gone too far.
Number 8.
Now when you pick a pawpaw for a prickly pear.
Shere Khan the Tiger from Disney's The Jungle Book.
Element of surprise. Oh, I say. And now for my rendezvous with the little lost man.
Shere Khan is a formidable tiger, just as itself think a tiger, a frickin' tiger, is a formidable force of itself, but Shere Khan has his reasons for hating man. He hates man for chasing him out of the jungle and chasing him away from eating everything in sight, and that is his reason for hating man, but he is such a gentlemanly sort of Siberian tiger. As the iconic voice of George Sanders really helps make Shere Khan stand out even more for giving him a more debonair style quality, which makes him kind of all the more sinister in his tone of voice.
I can't be bothered with that. I have no time for that sort of nonsense. Some other time.
As even when Mowgli comes face to face with a frickin' fucking tiger, he has no fear. And it's a tiger! Shere Khan in himself is terrifying because he wants to eliminate man for what they have done to him, but at the same time, Mowgli should run from a frickin' tiger. I know that he's just a big cat, and there's another big cat on this list too, but he is just so sinister, and I swear that it's the voice of George Sanders that really makes the voice such more iconic. Unless he sees fire, then he becomes a big, gigantic, one hell of a fucking mother goddamn frickin' son of a bitch percent. But hey, opinions aside, I still love the big kitty cat, and he always gets a chill out of me every single time for being such a big, menacing villain in such a tiny Disney movie.
7, 8, 9, 10. Mowgli, run! Let go, you big oaf!
Number 7. Lotso Hugging Bear from Toy Story 3.
But please call me Lotso. Buzz Lightyear, we coming. First thing about me. I'm a hugger. Oh,
Lotso is an amazing Disney villain, and for good reason. At first, he comes off, well, like a teddy bear. Very sweet, very kind, and very soft spoken. But eventually, Lotso does show his true side. The side that he's known for. Being a very sinister, yet fluffy and adorable teddy bear. And the slow pacing in Toy Story 3 with Lotso becoming even more and more sinister was such a little nice touch to have happen in this movie. But the role of Lotso works even better with the iconic voice of Ned Beatty or Ned Beatty, who we unfortunately lost not too long ago, I think within like a couple years, but his voice is still so iconic as he makes Lotso's sweet side and sinister side very, very intimidating, especially for a movie like this.
last forever.
Right on, Lotso. This way, everybody.
You got a lot to look forward to, folks. The little ones love new toys.
The nice bear.
Here, Missy. You're not going anywhere.
Oh, yeah? Who's gonna stop us? Buzz! You're back!
But Lotso's dark side is actually understandable once you get down to the nitty gritty of actually what officially happened to him a very long time ago before he ended up at Sunnyside. Lotso was once a Christmas present given to a beautiful and lovely little girl named Daisy, who thought Lotso was her entire world and her best friend. That is until one day at a picnic, Daisy accidentally fell asleep and left Lotso, Big Baby, and one of the clown dolls behind, making Lotso be hatred of her. But Lotso began to grow to hate humans because Daisy replaced him. Didn't wait for him, didn't go back and look for him, replaced him with a new toy. And thus Lotso's flame of hatred grew even brighter that day. Maybe he always hated people, but just hid it deep down inside. Who knows, truthfully, with Lotso. Say what you want about Lotso, but the dude makes one intense villain, and especially with the voice of Ned Beatty, we made it even more powerful and impactful as a great Disney villain.
You want your mommy back? She never loved you. Don't be such a baby. Push them in. All of them.
Number 6.
Of an English king 1,000 years from now, and not because he passed some law.
The Honorable Prince John of Nottingham, from Disney's own Robin Hood.
To coin a phrase, my dear counselor, rob the poor to feed the rich. Am I right? Tell me, what is the next stop?
As at first appearance, Prince John seems like nothing but a big whiny crybaby who always would go tucking his thumb while crying to his mother.
I knew it. I just knew this would happen. I tried to warn you, but no, you wouldn't listen. You just had to.
Mommy! I've got a dirty thumb.
But later on in the movie, you begin to see a change in Prince John, where he's no longer this villain that you can laugh at because he later becomes sinister. After he imprisoned everyone in Nottingham and took all of their money, not just a few cents, the whole potload, he's still miserable. But he's miserable because he doesn't have the one person that he hates him and makes fun of him the most, Robin Hood, which he loses it because he cannot capture him for the life of him. But then he gets an idea. The worst idea imaginable, especially even dark for a Disney movie. He decides a hanging.
I'll use that fat friar as bait to trap Robin Hood.
Another trap?
Yes, you stupid serpent.
Yes, in order to get Robin Hood, Prince John declared that Friar Tuck, a man of the cloth, would be hanged and killed. Say what you want about the good-for-nothing Prince John, but he's a good Disney villain, especially becoming darker later on in the movie, and it was seriously a change of heart. And also, before I go on the rest of the list, credit to Peter Ustinov for giving Prince John a basically babyish style voice, and then later on changing it to sinister. He did a wonderful job. Number 5. Hans from Frozen, and talk about an ice-cold villain.
only there was someone out there who loved you.
Now, at first during Frozen, when Anna does meet Hans, you think, it's the meaning of the world. It will be a beautiful relationship. But what is all sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows ends up to be a darker secret, as Hans wasn't actually in love with Anna, but wanted to use her to get her money. He only put on a nice guy persona just to play people, and then afterwards he would take over Rivendell and basically, use them for other stuff. Now, I'll say this straight up, I did not like Frozen at all because everybody kept overhyping it, but Hans as a villain really sold me on how great that this movie is. As it was the great voice of Santino Fontana that really made Hans stand out, especially as an amazing villain. My God, can this man really work out and basically make a villain seem more cold-hearted than probably he's supposed to. Number 4. Mor'du from Disney's and Pixar's Brave. As we see during Brave, that Mor'du was actually a prince. He was one of 4 brothers, and he was the strongest of all of his brothers, and kind of the kindest. But the brother didn't think that he was strong enough, so he decided to go to a witch, get a spell that would make him stronger, and didn't resist against the bond. Mor'du had 2 choices. Fix the bond with your brothers by taking the spell, or use it on yourself and make yourself stronger and into a black bear. Guess which decision he decided. He made a great Disney villain because he was kind of a villain before he would turn into a bear. He seeked power more than his brothers. If you would sacrifice your own bond with your brothers to be a bear? Kinda cold, dude. Mor'du may not be a big namesake for Disney, especially not as a villain, but I still like him because I kind of feel bad for him that he's a guy that sacrificed everything, including his own family, just so he could become more powerful. Although I also feel so sorry for the guy, because he probably must have one hell of a splitting headache. Number 3.
It's clear from your vacant expressions.
Scar from Disney's The Lion King.
Shall never see the light of another day. And you.
Didn't your mother ever tell you not to play with your food?
It's pretty obvious that during this entire movie, Scar was always meant to be evil, as he's the brother of Mufasa in the movie and wanted to take over Mufasa's kingdom. But when Mufasa had Simba, Scar knew that his chances to become king were very limited, as he knew that something had to be done about both Mufasa and Simba so he could become king. As he not only tricked his nephew into going somewhere where he shouldn't be, he kills his own brother, for God's sakes!
Long live the king.
And then he lied to his nephew and tells him, "Oh yeah, your father's dead, but guess what, Simba? It's all your fault, not mine." Scar is the perfect Disney villain, and for good reasons. Not because of his sinister look, but also the great and iconic voice of Jeremy Irons really brings this character to life.
Reach the dawning of a new era, in which lion and hyena come together in a great and glorious.
Also, my older sister would not leave me alone if I didn't put him on this list, so Scar is number 3 on my top favorite list.
Let me explain.
Number 2. Professor Callahan from Disney's Big Hero 6.
You took everything from me when you sent Abigail into that machine. Now I'm taking everything from you.
And when we first meet Professor Callahan, he seems like a nice and decent guy. Someone that's very energetic and somebody that you can kind of see yourself as, or somebody that you know in your family. But then Professor Callahan decides, no, that's not enough. I'm gonna set the school on fire, pretend to kill myself while killing Hero's brother Tadashi at the same time. And then play around in a mask and pretend that I'm a supervillain just so I can get even with, everybody and the entire world for taking away my daughter. Callahan is a perfect Disney villain that wraps around kindness and sinister, and he is just great at doing such a job, as he is my number 2 favorite villain. And while he is an amazing and great villain in this category, he is not my absolute favorite. And my favorite isn't on this list, but I got another one. And my number 1 newest favorite Disney villain aside from Maleficent is Mayor Mayweather from Disney's own Zootopia.
Oh, Mudchog. Assistant Mayor Bellwether, we need your help. We just need to get into the traffic.
As Mayweather seems like the perfect solution to all Zootopia's problems, and that she seemed like a very nice enough person to make mayor. But one problem. She wants to make all of Zootopia's predator animals to become ballistic and go after people, and probably, even though it's not said in the film, fucking kill people. All so that she could rise to power and become mayor. She wanted to destroy a city just so she could become mayor, and that is dark and sinister. And definitely Nurse Mayweather, or Mayor Mayweather, is definitely my second favorite pick aside from Maleficent, for this reason that she was willing to sacrifice so many people just so she could rise to power. And there you have it, guys. That is my top 10 favorite Disney villains. Did I mention one of your favorites, or did I not? Let me know who your top 10 favorites are in the comments down below, or if you made a video on it, you can be sure to link it to me, and maybe I'll check it out if I get the chance to. And yes, I'm rushing this video because my camera battery is almost dead. So thank you guys so much for watching. I believe Universe, I've been White Nerdy, keep geeking on, and thank you for watching that Lazy Universe Top 10, and come back next time for another Lazy Universe Top 10, as this one was fun to do. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me at Twitter with a link in the description down below. And I've been Lazy Universe, I've been White Nerdy, and thank you for watching this Lazy Universe Top 10, and until next time.